All right. All right. So today is Tuesday. We just had a game last night with the Milton Stags Tier 1 team. Quite happy with the effort. Not so much in the first quarter. If you took away that first quarter, we would have won that game. Okay, we were down 15-2 before we even blinked. Okay, and I think the main issue we had is our timing was off on our offense. We weren't really running our plays, as you are well aware. Okay, and the problem that we were having is our defense was really poor as well. Okay, Coach Tom made a very good point, is that we should probably work on our defense, concentrate on our defense at the very start of the game, because your offense may take some time to develop. Okay, yesterday it took us about almost till halftime before our offense started gelling, right? Before we started making passes. All right, but there should be no excuse for defense. Defense is all about effort, okay? At times, offense is about timing, is about speed, okay, synchronizing the team. Defense is all about effort. We should be able to play good defense from the very start. So today's videos is all about defense. Now, you're all well aware that we're running our man-to-man defense with help in mind, okay? So that's what we were playing all yesterday. So remember that what help is, okay? So when the man, whoever has the ball, yells ball, this guy here and this guy here play help, okay? Also this guy here, halfway between him and the ball, so about like there perhaps, okay? He's playing help right there, okay? And what happened last night with our help defense is they really, okay, just like we're trying to do, they really got us on the help defense, okay? So they had a guy that came in, drove, did exactly pretty much what we tried to do, okay? But I think they did it a lot better than we did. And then we went ahead and helped, okay? The problem is now, okay, this guy's wide open. He comes in and he's got an easy pass right there. They did that a few times on our help, okay? And we looked very, okay, we looked very bad right there because it looked like that guy wasn't being guarded, but in actuality he was. We were just playing too much help, right? Okay, and then the other issue, again, it happened again many times last night. Okay, let's say this guy was helping or wasn't helping, so this guy ran through, okay, like that. Okay, then we had this guy come down, of course, and he's got to help. Okay, and then this guy slipped in, and then a nice little bounce pass or overhead pass, and he was in there. Okay, so they were really exploiting our help defense, and again, we want to get to that point. Okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet to exploit any help defense. We did a few times. Okay, we did a few times. Here's what we did. Okay, Zach did a great job in driving to the basket. Okay, and it was just a simple fade and pitch out pass. So he did a great job driving to the basket right about here. Okay, their help defense came. Okay, so right here, his help defense came. Xavier was right here. He just kind of moved over a bit, and a beautiful pass right here, and Xavier had the three-pointer. I think Xavier did that about 3 or 4 times during the game. He also did it on this side as well. Okay, and all that was is just a simple, okay, just a simple lure of that defender, okay, and then pitch out for a nice easy shot. Okay, so we did it, okay, but not to the full extent of trying to get other guys involved. All right, so that being said, okay, we want to look at now the zone defense. So that was man on man. Let's take a look at zone. Last year we ran zone quite a bit. Probably 80% of our defense last year was zone. Okay, they played zone last night on us too, and we had a hard time getting the ball into the paint with that zone defense, right? Zone defense is great, and the reason why Xavier got a lot of open shots, okay, Mikhail got a few open shots, is because zone defense, okay, lets you shoot. Okay, and last year people played zone against us, and we had a really good shooting team. Okay, and we shot all the time. Okay, and I have no problem with shooting as long as it's under, okay, as long as it's along a zone defense perhaps, and that you're getting good quality shots. So here's how we play zone. Okay, so zone is traditionally is a box. Okay, there's our box right there. Normally, of course, it's outside the paint. Okay, so or actually 1 foot in the paint, yeah, like that. Now here's the box. So it could be a 2-1-2 box, so 2 up high, 1 in the middle, 2 down low. It could be a 1-2-2, okay, 1 up high, then 2 in the middle, and 2 down low. We normally played this, okay, 1-2-2, and we actually made it a bigger box than is normally accustomed to. We kind of a mixture in between a zone defense and a man-on-man. Okay, here's what we played. We played ball. Okay, we played ball, and these guys came up a little bit higher. Okay, like that. Okay, we made 2 guys up high, 1 guy on the ball at all times. Okay, so that's the help or that's a zone defense that we played. And if this moved, this would move over too. For instance, if we went like this, it's always, remember, the person closest to the ball needs to play the ball. Okay, so in this scenario here, he goes here. 1, you are always in charge of filling the space. Okay, so now that he's there, 1, you're in charge of filling the space. Okay, so we still have our help right here. If he drives here, we still have help over here. Okay, but we're in a square box. Now if he does move, okay, further out, and this 2 comes out, okay, if we're way out here, okay, remember, still ball pressure. I always want to have ball pressure, but this box might move slightly over. Okay, this box might move slightly over, which in turn, okay, these guys should be moving slightly over as well. Okay, so you never want to be too far away from the ball. Okay, we're still ball concentric. We still want to be able to see the ball and be able to help if need be. Okay, so that's our zone right there. Now if the ball moves over here, all right, this guy now comes out. Remember, always ball pressure. Okay, this guy comes and fills his spot, so he might be here. Okay, and then this guy comes back to his spot over here. Okay, but look, we still have a lot of men in the middle here. If he tries to drive here, we've got help here, we've got help here, we even have help here. Okay, so we always apply pressure on that ball. Okay, I always want to see pressure on the ball. Okay, now if he does pass it out here, okay, skip pass all the way across. Okay, well, now you're there. Okay, 5, you come back to your spot. Okay, here 1, you got to race over and fill in his spot. Okay, and then there's okay, there it is. There's our box right there. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a perfectly square box. Okay, it could be like this. Okay, now what we did here is we always applied pressure on the ball, and when we applied pressure on the ball, 2 things are going to happen. This guy's going to lose it, or this guy feels like he needs to pass it. Okay, that's where we got our box out a bit. Okay, when you find that ball handler is not a great ball handler or is not a great passer, we got these guys to come so that we can try to deflect balls, steal balls. Okay, Mikhail down low had a lot of balls that he stole right here quite often, and that all was caused because of that defender, okay, applying pressure on this guy. You apply pressure on that guy, you're going to force him to make a pass perhaps that he's not being able to see, and then this guy can swoop him up. Mikhail did a great job last year of stealing balls from there. Okay, also we had a lot of stolen balls from here. Giancarlo, okay, who played so most of the time he played 3. Okay, he had a lot of stolen balls. Okay, maybe we applied pressure, okay, like this, and then Giancarlo was here, or he was a 2 playing here, okay, and he stole that ball quite a bit as well. So we don't want to, just because we're playing zone doesn't mean we're playing, okay, because traditionally a zone is played like this, okay, with all the guys in the paint, okay, just waiting for somebody to shoot. Okay, hopefully it's a bad shooting team. We just wait here and wait for this guy to shoot the ball. If he misses, we all collapse inside, okay, to get that rebound. Same thing holds true here. We still want to collapse. Everybody still wants to collapse inside to get the rebound. Let them shoot. If they prove to us that they're a good shooting team, if they get 3 or 4 in a row, yeah, now we're going to play man on man. Okay, but until then, we're going to play zone until they prove to us that they can get some shots in. Okay, and and you could see it already. Okay, the older guys get, okay, we're 14U now, the better the shots are. People are understanding how to shoot now. Okay, so again, we need to apply pressure on that ball. Okay, always apply pressure. The one, fill in the gaps. Okay, you're still up here. If this guy comes with the ball, you're still up here. Okay, but we got to make that box a little bit wider. Okay, if they come up here, okay, we need you guys, okay, to really hone in on that center spot. Okay, don't let anybody just run through here. Okay, don't let anybody. So here's your assignments now. It's not about a person, it's about a zone now. Okay, it's not about a person, it's about a zone. You're in charge, number 5. You're in charge of this area here, just below the halfway mark, or perhaps the second block. Okay, that's your area, all the way to the sidelines, all the way to the baseline. This is your area. 4, that's your area on this side. Okay, wherever the ball, that's your area right here. Okay, 3, okay, your area is above that, so right here. 1, your area is here, and of course your area is in here as well. Okay, so when you are switching back and forth. Okay, and then 2, your area is again up here. Okay, so what happens if the ball moves? Okay, so, and you're blocking this guy, so you're out here. 1, you're taking his spot right here. Okay, you're covering for him. Okay, what happens if the ball moves into another zone? Okay, so if the ball, he starts dribbling here, the ball moves to another zone, you still want to stay on him. Okay, you still want to stay on him. He's still your man. Okay, now if he moves into this spot, again, you still stay on him. Okay, he's still your man. We still have backup right here. Okay, we still have backup right here. Okay, now if this guy moves, again, don't worry about him. Okay, don't worry about him. If he moves in, let's say he moves here, okay, we still got 1 there. Okay, we still got 1. Now if he does get closer to 2, okay, if he starts going to 2 here, okay, now 2 is the closest to that ball now. Now it's 2's man. Okay, 2 comes out now. 5 goes and fills his spot. Okay, 5 goes. Now we do always want to try to have the 5s and 4s down here. Okay, our bigs down here. We don't want our bigs defending up here. Okay, so but if that ever happens, if he pulls you out, come back in, and then 1, you're yelling, get back in, so he can then change positions with you. Okay, to get back in, and then 1 comes back out. Okay, if he then starts to keep going, drives over here perhaps, okay, gets closer to the 1, you take him, 2, you go back into your spot. So it's always whoever's closest to the ball, that's your man. Okay, whoever's closest to the ball, that's your man. So this guy right here, if he passes it there, 4, you're closest to the ball, that's your man. Okay, 1, you drop down. Okay, 3, you're still there. Okay, remember, look for that pass. If for some reason you want to come out, you just got to tell somebody, okay, I'm leaving zone. So if you leave zone, okay, then 2's got to come over and take your spot. It's always best to take the spots that are closest to the ball. Okay, I don't want this spot open here. Okay, because if he just a simple pass right here, okay, if this guy's out and he blows by you, okay, like that, you got nobody here for help. Okay, so it's always closest. Okay, area, the 3 spots closest to the ball, we need to fill those spots. Okay, we're creating a very dynamic zone. I don't want to see this type of zone happen. Okay, I don't want to see us just sit there. Okay, I don't want to see us just sit there and wait. That's not the zone that we're playing. I want to play a much more dynamic zone. I want people to move around. Okay, I want pressure on the ball. Okay, I'm always going to yell that. I'm never going to stop yelling pressure on the ball, because if you have a bad guard, okay, which is probably about 60% of this league, don't have guards that are capable of controlling the ball. Okay, unfortunately for us, we have some pretty good guards. Okay, Zach, you're a great guard. Okay, Andrew at times. Okay, at times you're a great guard. And again, I don't want to get your dad mad here, but Sometimes you're a little too loose with the ball, so make sure you control that ball though. But again, your eyes, your ability to define the open man is good, right? And that's why we have you at guard. But again, we need to apply pressure as guard. We need to apply pressure on that ball, right? And then so that this guard, if he's not a good ball handler, and that's why those you ball handlers, you guards, you got to be able to handle the ball, because they're going to apply pressure on you all the time. They don't want you standing there with the ball being able to look around and pass. Okay, so we're going to do the same. We're always going to apply pressure on the ball. If he goes and passes it here, apply pressure on that ball. One, you take his spot. Okay, so that we always have that square. Okay, we always have that square.